This part. Looking over, and Kim's thing is not there. Now, what in the world is it? All right, y'all. Look, what they doing? Skin is glowing today, ain't it? That Wunder Cream. Look, Black Friday's coming up, and I already have them marked down a considerable amount because I've been debating whether I want to do another label or not. And I think what I'm going to do is keep the label that I have, but I will include like a direction card because I can't find the correct size labels that I want to fit everything on it. So I'm gonna do like a little note card with directions and ingredients or something, and all things along that line. But yeah. So yeah, this spot just got on here. Well, I ain't gonna say just got on here. It's probably been about at least 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. But this was from August. It's almost gone. This was from August. Look, my face is dry right now because look, I ain't gonna lie. I just woke up. I slipped on something to take him to the bus stop. So don't judge me, okay? But getting the matter out my eye and everything. I'm about to go ahead and take a shower. Oh yeah, today's my mom's birthday, so that could be a reason for a sale. There you go. Okay. 65% off. That's a lot of money though. Let's see. That's a lot of money. Let's see. I had to do some calculations with that, honey. But yeah. Let's see. I have to look that up because that's, yeah, that I can't do that. I can't do 65%. That's breaking me. And I'm not at the point where I can do that yet. You know, good sales like that. Like, I think I did 30% before. But yeah, I ain't got it like that yet. But it's coming though. It's on the way in Jesus' name. But yeah, just I was riding to the bus. Or driving, I guess, because I wasn't riding. I'm driving. And I was like, ooh, my skin is glowing this morning. Just how the sun was hitting it. But yeah, I still need to go wash my face. But I'm about to go get in the shower and get ready to go over to my sister's house. She's about to have breakfast for my mom for her birthday. So yeah, so on behalf of my mom's birthday, I'll do some type of sale for today. But I just don't know how much it definitely won't be 65%. Probably won't be 50% either, because like I said, I don't have it like that where I could sell it at that price right now. Like, look, I'm another transparency moment. I'm struggling, okay? I just started back working a little over a month ago, so I'm playing catch up. Like, I'm not even excited about these Black Friday deals, because you know what? I even looked at them because I know I don't have the money for them. So why make myself feel bad? Because so I'm like, look, Jerry Seinfeld in Chicago was there yesterday and today. Look, there are tickets for $40-something, but I was like, you know, today's my mom's birthday, so I can't do that. If I would have went, it would have been yesterday. So won't get a chance to see him. Didn't get a chance to see Dave Chappelle. That hurt me. I saw him when I was in Cincinnati, but not his comedy show. So I was that's okay, because God gonna make a way. He always does. And those are just wants anyway. I'm just thanking God that my lights are on, that I still have running water, I got food in the house, I still have this car, insurance is paid on it. I'm struggling, but for the most part, my needs are met, so I can't complain. And God, I just thank you. I just give you all the honor, all the glory, and all the praise, because I have not worked since the end of June. And here it is, November now. I started working in September, the middle of September at that. And when I tell you that I've struggled, but hey, God will provide, and He has provided, and He will continue to provide. And I thank you. I'm just praying, Lord. Oh God, I'll just be so glad when I get through paying for this car, Jesus. That's where I'm at now. Like, if I could double up a look, I'm doubling up on payments, but not because I'm trying to get paid for it, paid quicker, but I'm trying to catch up on payments right now. But yeah, like I said, anyway, a little too transparent, huh? That's my problem, I think. Sometimes you can be too transparent, but I'm not even gonna go into that video because I need to get dressed. So, but anyway, I was about to piggyback off of the post the question I posted yesterday about what's the most important aspect of a relationship. You know, a lot of people are saying trust, a lot of people are saying communication, some people are saying understanding, and all those things are good and definitely needed in a relationship. But for me, I feel like it's honesty and transparency, because without those two things, you could talk all day. People say communication, you could talk all day, but if you're lying to me, what's the point of talking? Like, you're basically wasting your time talking if all you're saying are lies, or even part of it is lies. Like, it's just a waste. Then understanding, you can't be understanding if somebody ain't telling you the truth, because what are you understanding about? If you need to be understanding if somebody has told you the truth about something. Then trust, how can you have trust if there's not honesty and transparency? And honesty and transparency go hand in hand, because transparency is, well, I'll put it this way. Honesty is you're telling the truth, but you could be omitting some stuff out. Transparency is you letting it all out. And that is where trust is formed. And we all say trust is easily broken, and it is. And it's hard to come by. But people, like, I don't know if they just automatically, you know, some people say, trust me till I give you a reason not to. I don't don't really agree with that. Because at the end of the day, we all human. We all mess up. We all make mistakes. But where's your heart? And where's your mind? What is your mindset? Are you open and honest and transparent? Or are you omitting some stuff? You just want to tell the part that sound good. Like, I've been watching the Dear Future Wifey podcast lately. I have been seeing clips of it, and I had probably watched maybe like 2 or 3 full episodes probably in the last month. Not in the last month, but like previously. But like this last month, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go all the way back to the beginning and watch from season 1, episode 1. And oh my God, I love how transparent he is. And I just love that. That's what I want. I want somebody so transparent with me. Like, I know this may make you look at me in a different way, but I still want to just be transparent and open with you, because that's how we should be. Like, you may not like what I'm about to say, but give me some credit, because I'm telling you the truth and I'm being open and honest and transparent with you. Like, that's been my issue. I ain't gonna say I can't find no one who I've talked to. I'll put it like that. I ain't gonna say no one, because it's been some, maybe one. I put it that way. Anyway, they have a problem with being transparent. And I'm not gonna lie, I already have trust issues, dealing with stuff from childhood, dealing with just life in general, relationships. All that stuff can add on to you having trust issues. And I tried to go in saying, okay, I'm gonna trust this person until they give me a reason not to. And I tried it. But then as soon as something don't quite add up in my head, which I'm an overthinker, I'm gonna say that. But as soon as something don't add up in my head, I'm like, or God speaks to me. He'll tell me like things and reveal things to me. And I'm like, okay, like, they said this, but then that's, or just, just anything. And that's when that doubt comes in. And I'm like, sometimes people just, I don't know if they feel like they shouldn't tell you the truth because you ain't in a relationship. But if you are talking and want to build towards a relationship, like, shouldn't you be honest and transparent already? Like, I'm not saying you got to give me your social security number or stuff like that. Like, no, I don't need to know that. But I'm like, I don't know, living arrangements, things like that, like where you work at. Not saying that people have had issues with that, but those are some things that excuse me, those are some things that you should be willing to share. And I'm not saying on day one, of course, after you have been talking for a while and build up some level of friendship, I'll call it, or closeness, I should say. We at least talking on the phone a couple of days a week or more, I don't know. But anyway, that's my thing. Like, I feel like I've been dealing with people who are very secretive. And I'm like, why? Like, I'm the type, not saying that they have to be like this, but I don't mind sharing my location with somebody, especially if I'm going somewhere. Like, I was talking to my oldest son about this. I'm like, I'm 45 years old, I'm grown, but I still share my location with somebody if I'm going somewhere. As far as like if I'm going to Chicago or if I'm going out of town or whatever. Like if I've been in a couple long distance relationships, well, one really, since phones and stuff you can share. And then I share my location with a family member, a friend, or both. So they'll know, like, look, she's here. I gave the person their name and number just in case, you know. But I'm just saying, like, we should be able to be transparent and be willing to be open with people. Well, I'm not gonna say people, because you can be open to everybody, of course. But like in a relationship, if your goal is a long-term relationship and marriage, and we like they say, marriage is not the end goal. The end goal is staying together. That's the end goal. Because I've been married. I want to get married and let this be my last marriage. And not saying, oh, this is going to be my last marriage, so I'm going to put up with anything. No. We are going to be loving and supportive and understanding and accepting. But at the same time, we're going to be faithful. We're going to be loyal. We're going to be committed. We're going to do our part. I mean, and then back to the Future Wifey podcast. There was this lady on there on one episode where she said, because he was asking her, do she want a man? Do she want to be married one day? And she was like, yes. She's like, because she's like, she broke it down to like, I'm like a kite, high up in the air, flying everywhere. She's like, I need someone to be my string and to hold me down, keep me grounded, and you know. I said, oh my God. That is how I would explain myself. I'm a, because when look, even from this video that I've been doing, I've rambled and been on one topic to another. Probably may not seem like there's a connection to you all, but in my mind, I said one thing that made me think of something else. So I'm jumping all over the place. That's how I am. That's how my mind is. And I need somebody to keep me grounded, keep me focused. Because I'm not gonna lie, I want and need a man. I ain't gonna say I need him for money. Would it help? Yeah. 2 incomes are better than 1. The Bible says 2 are better than 1. It's Ecclesiastics. I can't remember what I can't remember, but it's Ecclesiastics, I know. But anyway, I'll look it up and I'll post it. Comment or something later. Anyway, 2 are better than 1. And I truly believe that. I mean, you share the load. You share we shouldn't be stressing, but sometimes we worry about stuff. Or be concerned. That's the words I try to say. I'm concerned with some things. I try not to stress. I try not to worry. I used to be, oh my God. I used to be so stressed out about every little thing. When especially coming up, I was a child that used to get their hopes up and things not panning out, and I get so disappointed, whatever, to the point where I just stopped getting my hopes up about stuff. But now, Lord, I thank you. I thank God for hope, and I had that faith to back it up. But anyway, see how I'm rambling. But anyway, I need someone to help me with the focusing and to keep. I don't want to say keep me in line, but keep me in line. Not saying I'm not doing anything. I'm talking about as far as, and it sounds like I'm gonna need a monitor, but I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do. Like I could be on the phone with my grandma, and she'll call me to look up something, and I start looking it up. But then in the process of looking up, I see something else and I get sidetracked. And then she'd be like, you gonna find it? I said, oh, my bad. I said, let me go back and look at it real quick. That quick, I get sidetracked. And that's why I feel like lately, I feel like I may have ADHD or ADD or something. I don't know. Well, I could be hyper at times, but not too often. It depends on the situation. Anyway, I need someone to be understanding and supportive and knowing, like, look, I need that person in my life that's gonna, like, keep me in check. Like, look, you did this, you know you're supposed to do this by such and such time, you know, a friendly, gentle, kind reminder, you know, not down my throat like, you know you're supposed to do this, you know you did it. Like, not saying I've had that, but you know, while I'm asking, I might as well ask for, you know, how I want it specifically. But anyway, I went from Wunder Cream to what I need, and it's some. But anyway, I don't know. It's just, I know I'm tired of being alone, but at the same time, I don't want any and everybody. Like, I'm happy with myself to a certain extent, because like I said, I do struggle because it's hard for me to focus and stay focused sometimes. I'm the person that I got to make lists and stuff to myself. I text myself throughout the day about little stuff, whether it's ideas, business ideas, or whatever. I text myself about that stuff. But I'm okay with not having a man, but I want one, if you understand that. Like, I can function without a man, but I know that I will be able to function better with one. A loving one, caring one, transparent, supportive, understanding one. And like I said, when I say understanding, I'm forgetful sometimes. I just had a flashback. But anyway, I'm forgetful sometimes. And sometimes I do need a reminder. I ain't gonna say sometimes. A lot of times I need a reminder. So I don't need you to be understanding about, oh, I'm gonna go out and cheat. So I need you to understand, like, look, I messed up. No, I'm faithful. I'm loyal to a default. Sometimes I'm too loyal. Sometimes I say I'm too loyal because sometimes I stay longer than I should stay. Like, I've been doing some self-reflecting again on myself, and I thought about how, you know, how I be wanting people to be honest and transparent, but I thought about a time that I have not been honest, meaning I have hard times telling people I'm not interested. And I did it for the first time the other day. And I'm not even gonna lie, I felt bad. Because I'm like, I wouldn't want anybody to tell me that, but at the same time, I want somebody to be honest with me, you know. I want them to say, you know, I'm not feeling you, or I'm not interested any longer, or I'm not interested at all, or whatever the case may be. But I'm not gonna lie, and I still feel some type of way about it. But at the same time, like, I would rather for you to tell me than to give me the runaround or be wondering what's going on. So I'm like, but I think it was like my first time ever doing that though. And like I said, I felt bad, but at the same time I was proud of myself because I don't be wanting to hurt people's feelings, but at the same time, so So instead of me just not saying I'm not interested, I would just not say nothing at all. Like I won't respond to a text, call, or whatever. And at the end of the day, like we grown, so I should be able to communicate that. I was about to go off topic again, talk about communications, about styles of communications, because I know we communicate differently, whether it's verbally or through writing. And me, I communicate better, especially when I'm trying to get something off my mind, off my chest, through writing it. I know a lot, and some people don't understand that. Like, we have to realize, like, everybody's not gonna be able to say something to you right then and there when you say it, or they need time to process it. And that's me. I need time to process it, because if I say it right then and there, it's either gonna come off as rude or whatever, or I'm not gonna say anything at all and I'm gonna just let it boil over. And that was part of my problem. I would wait until I just exploded into where I just couldn't deal with it no more, and then that's when it gets out of hand, because you've waited to the pot boiled over, basically. And we shouldn't be like that in relationships. Like, and not just, romantic relationships, any type of relationships. We should be able to feel free and welcoming to express our feelings and how we're feeling, and without any backlash, But a lot of times people don't want to hear about how you feel and how something they did or said made you feel. They don't want to hear about that. But I don't know. I know that I'm a handful, because I can go back and forth, not only when I'm talking as far as rambling, but how I feel about a certain thing. I can go back and forth. And I have problems with making decisions. Like, cause I'll be like, on this hand, such and such, on that hand, such and such. So I'm like, so I know that I'm a handful, and but I'm worth it. I'll put it that way. Like I said, I'm for the most part, I'm respectful. Now, have I said something out of pocket? Of course. I ain't gonna say maybe we all have, but we live and we learn. I'll put it that way. And sometimes we can say things out of anger. And then, like I said, that's stuff that we learn along the way as we are in relationships. But I'm loyal. I'm a cook. Look, I'm a clean. Am I gonna clean all the time? No. My biggest thing is, oh my God, y'all. I'll wash clothes. I'll fold them up. I got 2 baskets. 2 baskets right now in my room of clothes I need to put up. My clothes. Because Kimmy already got his clothes. And the thing is, I make him put his clothes up as soon as I give him to him. But he only has that one thing. But see, I have so much stuff to do. And that's another thing. Like, I have so much stuff to do. I'm like, now I'm a full believer. Like, if my body say you're tired, Keisha, lay down and rest. Like, I don't think I went to bed last night after 1 o'clock. And that's because I made myself go to bed. I was up working on some stuff, but I had to make myself go to bed. Now, a lot of times I'm falling asleep where, like, look, my body's like, look, if you ain't gonna go to sleep, I'm gonna just shut down on you. But anyway, laundry is one thing that I have issues with. I wash clothes, I fold them up, and they just make it to the basket upstairs. But slowly but surely, I'm getting around to doing everything I need to do. I've been rearranging some stuff since Sean is in college, and he was like, because I turned his room into my office / workout room. He's like, well, Mama, when I come back to visit, where am I gonna sleep at? I say, you'll have somewhere to sleep. Like if it's the sofa, if it's the air mattress, somewhere. I mean, I still got his mattresses, of course, but hey, if you want to make a room downstairs in the basement, you can do that. No, because we're gonna got that basement or better organized, and I would have to hurt that boy if he come in and mess this basement up. But anyway, see how I ramble. This is why I need that string, okay? I need my string. I need my string, okay, to keep me grounded, keep me focused. Like, I don't want tunnel vision, and I don't want anybody with tunnel vision, because I need you to be able to perceive that people see things differently. I definitely don't want anybody that just see things one way, because there's nothing that could just come across one way. Nothing but salvation and getting into heaven, and that's through Jesus. That's the only thing. But everything else, for the most part, has multiple outlets. But anyway, I've been thinking about starting a podcast myself. Just I don't. The fact that I do ramble. My YouTube channel is called A Little Bit of This, A Little Bit of That, because I talk about a little bit of everything. But just talk about relationships, talking about just different things I want to talk about. But have guests on there sometimes. But I don't know. I am not one of those women who say I don't need a man. I need a man, okay? I do. I need and I want a man. Not for financial reasons. If you got money, that's a bonus. Tell you the truth, I've never dated with anybody with money. If they had money, hell, I ain't know anything about it. I couldn't tell, okay? But when you think about the financial part of it, like if you're working together, the money's gonna come, because first of all, it's two incomes. I hope both of you are working anyway, or trying to work. But so that should automatically be one less thing that you have to worry about, because not now, of course, not in the beginning, because y'all are not gonna be living together or anything like that. But once you are serious and maybe have talked about marriage or whatever, and then talk about your I just thought about a subject. Shoot. So I did my other phone here. I would have made myself a note, text myself. So okay, I said on here. My thing was, when in a relationship do you talk about credit? Is it before? Well, of course it's gonna be before marriage. But is it after you have established that you are actually in an exclusive couple, or what? But okay, so I'll go back to this. But as far as the financial thing, like that's gonna come. But I just, first of all, I want companionship. I want someone to travel with. I want someone to go out with. I want someone to just Netflix and chill. Even though I don't have Netflix, so we're gonna stream, I should say, and browse, I guess, on the Fire Stick. But anyway, on Boss Streams, look, let's see how I threw that little plug in there. But anyway, yeah, but yeah, just the companionship. When I tell you I went through depression during COVID because I was just around my two children, I wanted to talk to an adult. Like, just here in the house, it was just us. We didn't go anywhere. Couldn't go over to my sister's because of my niece's illness. So I'm not gonna lie, I went through depression. I feel like that's gonna be another topic. The times that I know that I've been depressed, whether it was, I don't know if it would be clinical depression, because it's not like I went and saw a doctor or something about it, I got on medication or anything about it. It was something that I had to pray my way out of. Not saying that that's the only way to get out of depression, because sometimes, look, I believe in God, I trust in God, I know that He's able, I know that He's able to do abundantly and exceedingly above anything that we can ask or imagine. But when you are in the mindset of everything is going wrong or something along those lines, it's hard. And I've been there a few times in my life, and it is hard. Look, I'm getting teary-eyed right now. It's hard, especially when you're going through those moments alone. And sometimes, you know, oh, Jesus, thank you, Lord. Sometimes when you have somebody, you can still feel alone, and that means that's the wrong person for you. Or sometimes you can be with somebody and they add to the stress. You know that's the wrong somebody. Sometimes there's confusion, like, God, He say this, but I'm seeing this. Or God is not the author of confusion. So you already know that ain't right. And I just thank God for discernment and intuition. Lord, ooh, Jesus. When I tell you God is so good, I'll give you an example. Look, I'm putting my business out there. A while back, it's been over a year now, I was talking to this guy, and you know, we were talking about how we were both divorced or whatever, and just, you know how you just pick up on stuff. Certain times we'll do video calls when he at home, but sometimes, like, if he's walking into the house, he'll end the call, or, you know, okay, then your little spidey senses get to, you know, wondering stuff. And I'm like, I mean, because he'll use the excuse, I got to check my surroundings and all. Like, okay, I understand that, but at the same time, you could just put your phone down and, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. I didn't say it, but didn't say nothing, because I've gotten to the point where I've been observant. Oh my God, I'm attentive. I'm observant. I'm gonna notice. I may not say anything, but I'm gonna notice. Anyway, so I just began to pray. I said, Lord, reveal any and everything to me, God. And God, when I tell you God is awesome, it was like, people, I don't know why people don't believe in God, but it just if you just have a relationship with Him, oh my God. As soon as I ask God to reveal things to me, because I'll search your name up already, but this time God specifically told me, search His name and put the word marriage behind it. I searched that. First thing come up, a video with him and his wife talking about celebrating a certain amount of years of marriage. I was like, oh, really? So, me being who I am, I sent it to him. I was like, I was like, so you said that you was divorced. And I'm like, I mean, we wasn't talking that long, but still, like, just be honest. Even though, okay, if I knew you was married, of course I wouldn't have been talking to you. Like, look, I'm not trying to mess up my blessings in my life. But anyway, I'm like, then they kept like, be separated. I don't care. You still married. Like, but anyway, God speaks to me. So, I thank God for discernment. I thank God for intuition. And then like that, and this was like, a lot of times, these dudes will be like, I ain't say just dudes, people too, because I'm sure men have intuition and it may not be as strong as women, or maybe they just overlook it. But a lot of times, they try to say, oh, you just overthinking, you crazy, you this and that, whatever. Every time that I have felt something or thought something, it was right. It was just me ignoring it or just believing them saying, oh, it's just, I'm just crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not dumb, and I'm far from stupid. Being young and dumb back in the day, just believing, I ain't gonna say just believe, because I haven't really even been in that many relationships. And I think maybe that was a part of my issue too, not really having the experience of being in relationships really like that. But so as I get older, I know now what I'm looking for and what I'm not looking for. And I know that intuition and discernment is real. But yeah, I've been rambling for, oh my God, 42 minutes. They're gonna put this on my YouTube channel. But y'all, I don't know what to say. I started from Wunder Cream to relationships. Bang. It's a wonderful thing. It's the wonderful thing. It's the wonderful thing. It's the wonderful thing. Maybe that could be my slogan. But anyway, let me get in this car. Get in this car. Get in this house and go take my shower. Get ready to go see my mama. My mama them. But I desire, and I know God will give you the desires of your heart. I've had a list, and I ain't gonna say I ripped it, but I downsized it, because would I like for you to be 6 foot tall? Yes, but if you're not, it's okay, because at the end of the day, I just want somebody that's gonna love me, treat me with respect, and be faithful and loyal, committed, eventually be a good husband and a good bonus father to my children. And I would love to be, hopefully, a good bonus mother to their children. I say hopefully, that is if they have children. I always ask, that's one of my first questions I ask, do you have kids and do you want more? Because I can't have any more kids. You know, the transparency point. I decided a couple of years ago that I didn't want any more kids, and I'll talk about that in further detail later on, maybe if I do my podcast. Anyway, I don't. Look at this squirrel running on top of this house. See, squirrel for real. Like, that's how I am for real. Anyway, But yeah, that's one of the first questions I ask. And I be kind of hesitant of talking to guys who don't have kids, because like, if you want kids one day, I can't give them to you. So I would never want to deprive someone of having a child if they want one. So I kind of be hesitant towards that, because like, I don't want you to wake up one morning like, you know what, I do want kids. Like, so but yeah. If y'all want to know why I don't want kids anymore, or the details, this is a few reasons. Like and comment, because like I said, I'm gonna add this on my YouTube channel. I've only did one video on there. This is gonna be my first video that I add. Got several that I should have been adding. So if y'all see something after this that was early, that's just because I got hundreds of videos on my phone that I've talked just like this, but just never added. Not necessarily all of them, just like this. A lot of them are just different videos. But anyway, I'm transparent, and I just want somebody that's transparent. Cause you know what, I just feel like everything goes up under that. Without being honest and transparent, you can't expect any of the other stuff. I can't respect you if you ain't telling me the truth. I can't be understanding if you ain't giving me something to be understanding of. Like, if you tell me, like, you know what, I don't know, let's just say I don't know, just something that you have to be understanding about. I can't think of a reason right now. Anyway, like, or I was gonna say you forget your birthday, but no, you shouldn't be forgetting birthdays. All this technology, like, no. But anyway, got to work on that. I'm about to start on another topic. I got to the doctor today, Friday, Wednesday. I lost 6 pounds. I was like, really? I thought I had only lost like 2 or 3, but I was like, I guess I had remembered my other weight from the previous time wrong. But I said, thank you, God. Look. At the end of the day, I want to be pleasing to God. I try my best with everything. I try when it comes to eating better. I try when it comes to working out. Now, I can try harder with that, I must admit. But as far as work, I do my best. But like I said, this ADHD or ADD, it's getting the best of me. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. The devil is a lie. It is not getting the best of me. Because I shall overcome in Jesus' name. But anyway, I'm ready to love and be loved. Point blank, period. But just not any kind of love, and not just physical. Do I want the physical? Yes. Not with just any and everybody. Like, I'm too old for that. I'm 45. I'll be 46 in March. I'm a picky person. See, when I tell you I can go on and on, I'm trying to tell you I could. I'm a picky person. Some people would go out and just get the first greeting card they see. I have to read at least 5-6 cards, because if it's just one thing in that card that I don't agree with, I'm not gonna get it. It takes me a long time to pick out cards for people. I'm picky as far as when it comes to shopping for things. I got to search and compare. I got to search prices. I got to search the qualities that it may have, the whatever. It's whatever. It depends on what it is. Like, for example, I had to buy a backpack for work. I had at least 5 or 6 backpacks in my wish list with my cart. What do you want to call it? Cart ended up in my cart, so I could go back and compare the qualifications and how many compartments it had and how big it was, because my personal laptop is a 17-inch, so I needed it to be able to hold at least a 17-inch laptop. I'm big on compartments. Oh my god. But anyway, long story short, it probably took me 2-3 weeks to narrow it down. I finally narrowed it down to 3. Then I went to specifics as far as the shoulder straps. I saw that this one particular one was padded, another one wasn't. So the other one, it got excluded. So then the other 2, I got to comparing the size, the compartments, and price, of course. So ended up finally getting one. Oh Lord, I thank you. When I tell you, I was so happy with that backpack. Every time I look at it, every time I say, oh Lord, I love this backpack. I'm glad that I took the time to just really get what I wanted and what I needed. And that is the thing. I don't want to rush to just get anybody. I want the person that comes into my life to be not only who I want, but who I need. Who not necessarily completes me or compliments me, but maybe you are strong in areas where I'm not as strong. And maybe I'm strong in areas where you're not as strong. Because at the end of the day, I feel like that's what we need. We need someone who is going to be able to lift us up when we're down. Like, where we have shortcomings, they can help. Or they are better suited in their area. Or you come together and raise each other up. Because at the end of the day, no one is going to come complete. Nobody ain't totally complete. It's something wrong with everybody walking on God's great earth. I ain't gonna say great, green earth, what you want to call it. Anyway, there's nobody that's perfect. We all dealing with something. Like, nobody's perfect. So that's another where that understanding comes in at. Like, I don't know, maybe how you see things, are you understanding of that? But I don't know. Just I don't know. I'm tired of being alone, but I'm okay. Because I would rather be alone than deal with the stress that comes with someone who is not the person God has called and has sent to be in your life. Like, I would rather be alone than to deal with foolishness. I'd rather be alone than to deal with lies. I'd rather be alone than to deal with cheating. I don't want to have to deal with that anymore. We're too old, and I say we, because I'm 45, like I said. And 9 times out of 10, I'm assuming the person's gonna be at least in their 40s, maybe. I mean, I guess I would date younger if they are mature, but age doesn't always equal maturity. There's some 50-year-olds that's not mature. So you can't necessarily say a higher age means more maturity, because that's not the case. But I'm just being patient and waiting on God to send the man that He has for me, for Him to find me. And like, look, baby, go ahead and put your GPS on, okay? Go ahead and listen to God. Look, it's okay to ask for directions, okay? But I'm waiting. But like I said in a post a while back, while I wait, I'll continue to live my life. I ain't doing much of it right now. Like I said, I'm catching up on some bills, but God gonna make a way. He gonna make a way. I have no doubt about it. Like, hey, when I tell you, God is so awesome. Oh my God. I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about some of the things God has done for me. There's no way that I would ever doubt God. Oh, God. Anyway. The fact that I'm waiting, I know that who God sends to find me will be worth the wait in every aspect. And I just thank God for that. Like, look, crying. And I just thank God for it. Like, it's okay to be forgiving, of course. But I shouldn't have to forgive you for you lying to me time after time after time after time. Like, I can forgive. My problem is forget. Like, that's my issue. And then some people like, if you forgive, you automatically forget. Says who? God said he throws it in the sea of forgiveness. Is it forgiveness or forgiveness? I don't know. I think it's forgiveness. But anyway. But look, we're not God. We are humans. We are people, and like we're not God. God is perfect. We're not. But for the third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, let me get off this phone and go in this house. I'm wondering if my neighbors and stuff are like, why is she sitting out here in this darn car still? I have exactly 110,000 miles on my car. Oh wow. Almost, let's say. May need to play those numbers. But y'all, I'm about to start again. I keep saying I'm gonna win this lottery one day. I'm going to win this lottery one day, okay? For the last, I would say the last 2 months, I've gotten 4 out of 6 numbers. At least 4 times. 3 out of 6 numbers, at least 2 or 3 times. I'm always getting free tickets. I'm going to win. I declare and decree it. And God, I thank you for blessing me to be a blessing to others. Oh my God. I just be sometimes looking back like, if I had money, I'd do this, I'd do that. I need somebody that will be okay with blessing people. I'm not saying give them our last, but you know what? Now that I think, there has been a time where I gave somebody my last. But I just see that as a way, God gonna bless me. Like, if I'm struggling, of course I can't give you nothing. I ain't gonna say of course, because I've been struggling, but if I can give you something, if it's just a little bit, I'm gonna give it. But at the same time, you know. But I need somebody that's okay with being kind and not generous to the point where somebody's using you or taking advantage of you. But okay, I'll give you an example. When I was in Tampa for my birthday earlier this year, there was this lady who came up and she was like, she needed something for something that she had just started working, that she needed something for. But anyway, I didn't have much cash on me. I may have like $5, $10. I think it was $5. I don't even know what it was, but I gave it to her. And I'm like, you know, a lot of people are like, you know, what if she didn't need it for that? That's not my concern. I did my part to be a blessing. Now, what they use it on, that's on them and God. That's between them and God. But I'm going to get my blessing because I'm being giving. Because I'm being a blessing to someone. Like, because I've been there where I've needed help and there was nobody. Or maybe there was somebody that probably just didn't want to ask. But I don't like asking people for stuff. Because, you know, a lot of times people say they don't have it when they know they got it. So I'm like, I've been to the point, you know what, I ain't gonna ask. God will make a way. That's my, God will make a way. Oh, I was about to say. But, anyway, like I said, it's, oh my God, it's after 8 o'clock. Let me get my tail off this darn thing. So yeah, let me get in this house. But, as y'all can see, they love red. Look, while my ring didn't pick up, just walking by. But it probably didn't, just I'm just recording so you can see it. Oh yeah, I originally stopped because I had my thing on my pillow, on my headrest here, and Cameo's is missing. I'm like, where is it? All right, let me get this out. I'm just completely baffled. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day.